All right. It is 4:19, and we will now call the Public Property Naming Committee meeting to order. Mr. Johnson, if you will call the roll.
Brian Berry.
Here.
Sam Brown.
Here.
Ramsey Cohen. Lori Deathridge.
Here.
Deeper Harper.
Here.
Shayna Love.
Here.
Sam Maynard. Wynn McKenzie.
Here.
Jack Neely. Ben Ream.
Here.
Aaron Streeter. Jim Johnson.
Here.
Andrea Kupfer.
Here.
Karen McKeon.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Okay, so we'll proceed. Next, we have approval of the minutes. Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Members of the committee, we have one request before us today. It is a request to add the honorary name Barbara Kelly Legacy to Major Avenue at its intersection with Western Avenue. In your packet, you may have received via emails letters of support for this naming. We have not had any opposition to this request, and we do have people here today to speak in favor. Mr. Johnson?
Yes, we have Ms. Polly Dutta.
Okay, I'm on the CAC board, and every month I'm just amazed when I hear the meetings and the report of all the progress and accomplishments that CAC makes. And Barbara Kelly is one of the most important people in Knoxville. If you've never heard of Ms. Kelly, it's because she never seems to be in the spotlight. But the best way I think she's been described is when Victor Ash described, he said, Barbara Kelly is the glue that keeps Knoxville together. And she is. She started with CAC as deputy director some years ago, many years ago. And she described how she got where she is today by comparing herself to a weightlifter. She said she started out with 1 pound or 2 pounds, and then you're doing the heavy weightlifting, and that's exactly where she is today. And she has made CAC the go-to place that can accomplish programs that help people. She has collected the most incredible, dedicated staff that can do absolutely magical things every day. She can take any grant opportunity or emergency and simply get it done. Like when school closed during COVID, it was just the children in Knox County did not miss food because she just made this feeding program appear. That's the way she does it. And there's enough stories about Ms. Kelly that could fill up a book or be a movie, and I know you want to hear them all today. However, let's just wait for the movie. So I'm requesting your consideration honoring one of Knoxville's greatest citizens that has done some hard, sometimes unglamorous maybe or unrecognized work. But if we could clone Barbara Kelly and put her in charge of each of the 1,000 plus CAC agencies, the world would definitely be a better place. And I thank you for consideration, and I thank you for your service too.
Give us your name, please.
My name is Judith Kilo, and I am Director of Nutrition Services at CAC. And I just want to thank you all for considering Mrs. Kelly as for this designation on her street. CAC is celebrating its 60th anniversary, and 58 years of those have been Barbara Kelly has been involved in CAC. That means that people have had stable housing, food on their table, better jobs, financial empowerment, high quality early education, affordable utilities, passionate support, and opportunity. And I couldn't imagine our agency without her. She is the longest working CAC executive director in the country and has dedicated her life to our community. And this Legacy Street designation would be a great addition to our community as well.
Members, do you have any questions this time?
I do.
Okay.
So I'm Shayna Love, and thank you for those extraordinary words. I had the opportunity to meet Ms. Barbara in leadership class, so I know her well. Didn't know that she was up for this, and I'm excited about it, but I have questions. So you said she was the longest serving CAC member in the country.
Executive director in the country.
Okay, so how long has she served in Knoxville at that CAC location?
58 years.
58 years. So that means she's the longest serving employee with CAC in Knoxville altogether, correct?
Yes, that is correct. That is correct.
So who's the second longest service?
Who's the second? I'm not 100% sure. I think we have some people that are in their 30 years, but she by far is the longest.
Thank you.
So in Knoxville, she's definitely the longest because CAC's only been in existence.
68. I mean, 60. Yeah.
So
So
that's-
she's definitely the longest. I think her point, or I
Right.
think is like, is there anybody else that's right behind her that would need a designation as well? I don't think there's anyone that is even close to serving that.
That's a good question.
I ask a question. This is an honorary name that goes under major. You know, I've seen where we've had signs where this is still called Major Avenue, but it would be in honor of Barbara, of under that fate on the sign for major. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. So it would not change the addresses for
Right.
anyone or any existing buildings. It would just be like in honor of her. The major is still the name of the street. So I'd like to, are there any other comments or questions as relates to what's been stated today? Okay. I'd like to direct you all in your packet, under the Knoxville Code of Ordinances, section 2-777, which is entitled Purpose. Purpose of the committee is to review and act upon requests to name or rename public buildings or property and to adopt honorary names for streets and public rights of way, to honor notable Knoxvillians who have contributed to our community's history and success in a significant way. Consideration should also be given to the historical, geographical, and social/cultural context of the nomination. Public property should be named after its principal function, location, and historical reference. However, significant community events, organizations, or well-known purpose with important contributions to the community, state, or nation may deserve public recognition, which may occur by way of naming public rights of ways or properties. Under section 2-778, types of naming and renaming and criteria for consideration. Under A1, honorary name. An honorary name is an additional name assigned to a right-of-way or a street segment which supplements but does not replace the official street name. The honorary name is displayed on a different color sign mounted directly below the official street name. So that goes to your point, Ms. Dethridge, so thank you for bringing that to our attention. Also, if you will go down to section 4, request for namings in honor of a natural person should also consider the following. A, absent extraordinary or extenuating circumstances, the purposed honoree should be deceased. Approvals to honor a living individual require unanimous support from the Public Property Naming Committee, the mayor, and city council. I wanted to call that out because typically what comes before this body are requests for people who are deceased. And so in the event such as this one, where the honoree is still living, which is kind of nice for people to get their flowers while they're still here, it would require each member who's present today to vote in favor. One vote against would kill this entire request. Under B, whether the proposed namesake made a demonstrable and significant positive impact to local, state, and national affairs, contributions will have been sustained over an appreciative time period and or demonstrated leadership in governmental, cultural, or historical affairs, humanitarian efforts, or community development. Under C, contributions that beneficially change the nature and characteristics of the community. An achievement by native Knoxvillian or national or international acclaim in a specific field or endeavor that has reflected positively on Knoxville. I think what we've heard and read, and those of us who know Barbara Kelly, I think would certainly agree that she absolutely meets the criteria and exceeds to some extent. For a person to serve 58 years of their life in one position, in a position that is designated to giving back and providing services that help not just seniors, but all people across our city and in our county is very extraordinary. And so, with that said, do you all have any questions about the ordinance or what we're voting on today? Okay. If there are no additional questions, do we have a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Have a second?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor? Any opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. So this has been a unanimous vote. Thank you, committee members, and thank you to those of you who came to speak on her behalf today. The next step will be, this will go on City Council's agenda, and it will only require one vote to pass, and then we will be in the process of making sure that hopefully we have this, Mr. Johnson said that we should be able to have it ready for the 60th celebration anniversary of CAC. Could you share with us the date?
Yes. So the 60th anniversary is November 7th. We're doing a public open house from 4 to 7 p.m. that day.
At CAC?
At CAC.
Okay.
60 years.
Absolutely it is, and we certainly appreciate it.
Is Ms. Barbara going to be surprised by this?
The board chair did tell her that we were sneaking around and behind her back. So, she does know. And again, Barbara doesn't really like the limelight, but we feel like this designation is appropriate for her service.
You say it's November 7th?
November the 7th.
It's possible that we may be able to get this on the agenda for the October 1 meeting of City Council. Would you be able to attend that, or you're welcome? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Are there any other questions, comments, or business of the public naming, property naming committee members? Okay. Seeing none, thank you for your attendance today, and this meeting is adjourned.